I'll throw it over to you for the business idea of the week. The reality restaurant.
I didn't know what to call it. So since this episode's on storytelling, I want to try and tell this through a story.
Okay.
So one night, do you ever have those nights when you're laying in bed, you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden you wake up in the middle of the night, you got this genius idea? That ever happened to you?
Rarely, but yes, it does.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened with this. And I'm really happy that I remembered it because I was like, I should write this down or put it in my phone or something when it happened to me. And I didn't do that. And I woke up the next morning and I'm like, crap, I had a really good idea and I don't think it's ever been done. And luckily, a couple minutes later, I remembered and I'm like, okay, I don't think I've ever seen this before. And there's a few ways you can go about it, but the main business of it is it's a restaurant, but it's a little bit different. I think it's basically you'll just have cooks and it's more so, say you don't feel like cooking your dinner that night. You'll go to this restaurant, you'll bring the ingredients, you'll give it to the chef prepares it for you.
Okay. So what are you paying for then? Are you paying for just them to cook it?
Pretty much, yeah, because they don't obviously have to pay for the food because you're bringing it to them and it's just like, here's onions, beef, burger patties, lettuce. Let me see what you make me. And then it just comes out on the platter. And then it's like, here's your food.
So you're not telling them
service.
You're not telling them the exact meals. You're giving them ingredients and say, go buck wild.
You can do both. You can be like, I want a hamburger. I want a steak. I want you to surprise me. And they can just. I
like the idea of the surprising factor because it is a chef and they would have to be good enough chefs
qualified.
Yes, it couldn't be, okay, Arby's chef, whatever it is. No offense to Arby's
This
chefs,
isn't fast food.
Or
this
Perkins,
isn't fast food.
But you give it to them because a lot of times I'm at my house and I have a collection of ingredients and I'm like, what do I make with this? I'm like, I'm sure I can make something, but it would be nice if I could just bring it and be like, get rid of this food. It's going to expire. Make me something. I like that idea.
So we take the business a step further and it becomes a reality TV show. So you can go there and then you bring the ingredients, you give it to the chef and it's kind of like Chopped where they open the basket and then they have the ingredients.
Okay.
So instead you come with the ingredients, you give it to them. You can bring this up to your lady friend there and mine.
I was literally just going to say, can I steal this?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So they come there with their ingredients, they give it to the chef, and then the chef prepares something, and then they give it to them. Camera crew goes, interviews them. How was your meal? And then they go,
Okay, that's a good idea. And I just thought of a different way. So going back to if you guys are avid listeners of the podcast, a while back I talked about a lady that owns Gourmet Chef, and she does cooking classes. So a cool avenue I could do with this, like you mentioned, the Chopped, is there's a professional chef, and this would be to sell their cooking classes, okay? So think of that premise being that's the end-all, be-all goal, okay? You each get a basket, you have the professional chef that teaches these cooking classes, and then you just have a random person, someone that would be attending the classes, and they both get the ingredients and food, and they both have to make something. So then it shows like, hey, here's you right now. This person is you, the one that can't make shit. And then here's the professional chef that we're giving the basket. This is how you could, maybe not professional because it's hard to get it to be a professional, but it shows the transformation from you not being able to do anything to this is what you can learn in our cooking classes from this cooking person you literally just watch make it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. This is an interesting idea because I don't think it's ever been done before, or I've never seen it or heard of it before. And I think just adding that extra layer of it becoming a reality TV show or a cooking show, I think it's really cool.
And you could also expand it into something where you have an experience. That's something you'd have to flesh out. But let's say it's a date night type thing where you want to take someone and you guys go to the grocery store, you pick out a bunch of stuff and then you bring it there. And maybe there's some regulations about that. Maybe that's the one hiccup we have. Can you be bringing your own stuff in there? You know what I mean? I don't know how the food and health safety code works for that kind of thing, but
maybe it's a loophole to get around all that. And I think at the same time, it also eliminates a lot of the expenses that restaurants incur.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if you take like, say you and a friend want to go, or you and a date or whatever, and they could build an experience while they're cooking their food and everything, there can be an experience over here, whatever that might be. I don't know what
While
it
they're
is,
waiting?
but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they get to watch it. Maybe it's like hibachi and it's
Yeah.
live chef type of deal.
Or there's some sort of rating system like, oh, here's the food they've made for other people with these ingredients, whatever it might be. I don't know. Now we're going down a rabbit hole.
We're coming up with ideas for someone to jump on this and then do it.
Yep.
Hopefully someone does. That would be sick.
We're giving you guys the keys to the kingdom here.
Gotta just go out and take action.
I like that. We should start ranking our own business ideas. I think that'd be up there. Top 5 for sure.
I really like this one. I don't think it's ever been done before, and I think it has a lot of potential.
I dig it, Tyler. And I think we fleshed it out enough where someone can either steal it or we can dive into it in the coming years. I have an uncle who's a chef. Should I try it here for you?
Let's start it.
Hey, Troy, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you a building, small little grill. People are going to bring shit to you. You just got to make something.
I like it.
There we go.